Okay, let's get this going. We got the chat working. Alrighty. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bob Plays Panzer General. This is episode 7, The Baddies Invade the Caucasus. Now, this is sort of historically accurate in that the Germans did try to invade Stalingrad right here, and they did approach from the west here. This is their southern group. I can't remember. Was it like Task Force South or something like that? They had like a north, south, and central. Anyway, so they did try and take Stalingrad. This is the Volga River here, which is a pretty substantial river. But I have I have an advantage over historical Germany in that since I conquered the Middle East, I can attack up from the south, which they were not able to do. So, this gives me a big advantage. Now, my goals for this mission, I want to, as quickly as possible, capture these airfields up here and this airfield here, since this will give me a lot of advantage over the Soviets, since I'll have access to airfields. And then I also want to grab probably this airfield here quickly. I'm pretty sure there's some ships out in here. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure there are. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be maybe some ships up here. It's hard to tell. But I have a navy up here, which means they probably have a navy also. So we should not underestimate that. This is probably the Black Sea. This is probably the tip of Crimea, I believe. Let's see here. What do we have? That's Rostov. So this is actually an important city in the current Russia-Ukraine war, actually. Belgorod. So that's a Russian city, and this is probably modern day Donbass region, I think. It's hard to tell exactly, but I think that's the Donbass region. I'd have to zoom out the map to really see, but I think I know where we are here. All right, so let's think about how we're going to do this. We got 2,400 prestige, and I want to upgrade some stuff. First and foremost, these Panzer IVs, I can now upgrade to the long barrel. This had the short barrel 75mm howitzer, and now I can upgrade to the long barrel anti-tank gun, which maintains the soft attack, gives me better hard attack, and I have better initiative now. Initiative of 5 versus initiative of 10. And it's really the best tank we have. We're just totally skipping past the Panzer IIIs, which I don't really care about. So we're going to upgrade my Panzer IVs to better Panzer IVs, because this is an important upgrade. Alright, now these little Panzerjäger 1Bs, these are the anti-tank guns based off of the Panzer 1s that kind of sucked, but they put an anti-tank gun on it and they became pretty cool. We are going to upgrade these to the Stug 3. This is technically they called it an assault gun because I think Hitler didn't like the idea of an anti-tank gun. I think he thought that was too defensive. He wanted to, look, let's face it, when you're dealing with a crazy dictator, you call things something that'll make him happy so you get what you want. So by calling it an assault gun, made it think of attack, even though it's still a primarily defensive weapon, but this has a much higher initiative. Anti-tank guns, I think, have the high initiative on the defense, but I think they have their initiative or something on the offense. So this is nice and defensive. These others are maybe a little more powerful, but they don't have that ground defense that we want. And we really want this nice, sexy ground defense. So we're going to go with these. And let's go upgrade all of our Panzerjägers to Stug 3s, because these are going to be very nice Now, this is one of the more most heavily produced tracked weapons in World War II, I believe, at least from the German side. They produced the hell out of them. Now these guys, I'm thinking of upgrading from the little tracked vehicle here to the better tracked vehicle. It doesn't have quite as long of a range as far as fuel, but it goes faster, and I think that's going to be advantageous. I'm not sold on that idea yet because it's a lot of money. I need to make sure I have enough for the other things I need to do, but I think we're going to probably end up doing that. But first, more importantly, let's check out where are they? These guys here. These are nice fighters. They've got, nice flexible scout planes. They've got a range of 96, spotting of 5. But if we go to these things here, they have a much longer range, 96 to 153, and they've got better air attack, ground attack, all that, better initiative, better everything. So we're going to upgrade this. And these are going to be very important for me. And a lot of this is just picking and choosing what I'm going to upgrade, because I don't have a lot of prestige left. I know I'm going to need to buy more fighter planes, and I'd like to buy a tracked artillery to help me with stuff. And I think I'm going to, so as far as these bombers here, this is already my best. I think I upgraded them last battle, so we're good there. And so these are in good shape, so we're happy there. Now these bombers here, these HE-117As are better. They've got a longer range. They are pricey as hell. I'd like to upgrade them early on, but I don't know if I can afford it, because I only have 963, and I want to be able to buy some more stuff. So I may have to hold off on these guys, and then later in the mission, when I have a surplus of money, upgrade them, because these are probably good enough for now. Although having this better ground defense, this has a ground defense of 11, and this one has a ground defense of 15. That's going to make a big deal when bombing air defense positions, but I think that I can't afford it yet, because I really want to buy 2 more fighter planes just so I can patrol and see things. And then probably the last, so that's going to have to wait, I think. The last thing I really need to do, I think we can hold off upgrading the artillery's transport. I think this will be good enough for now. These guys can wait because there's nothing really better yet. What I kind of want to do is take the best of these and upgrade him to a paratrooper. I think that'll be useful, having a second really skilled paratrooper. Now it's hard. Having 2 guys jump down here and grab all this stuff is probably advantageous. And I could send a recon or a light tank through there to help. My gut feeling is having the second paratrooper is going to be useful. So, let's take you. And we're going to upgrade you to, he already has the nice tracked vehicle, but I think this is the way to go. Alright, so here we go. That's the army I'm starting with, and this way I have enough money to buy some fighter planes. Hey Solomon, I just saw you. How are you doing? Thanks for liking the video. So I think this is my starting force. I'd love to do more upgrades, but like I said, I want to be able to buy a couple more fighter planes just in case, because I think dominating the air is really important. And how we're going to deploy these guys. So first and foremost, I need to take this city right off the bat, because that's going to bottleneck me. So whatever's in here has to get its ass kicked. So I think I'm going to take my best tank. Actually, we're going to lead off with the infantry. Actually, well, let's see. I don't know what's actually in there. So we're going to have an infantry guy sitting right there. Boom. And we're going to have our Panzer IV, our best Panzer IV, sitting right there. Now this guy over here is going to be a little bit of a pain, but I don't know what's in there. I just know that I have to take this area first, and I can always use these ships to help along the coast. So let's have an artillery gun. I want to be able to hit whatever's in there also if necessary. So I'm going to have an artillery here, and I'm going to have an artillery here. This way I can hit both areas to soften them up if necessary. And then I need a scouting vehicle just to be able to spot all this stuff. So I'm going to put a scout car here because this is a spotting of 4. Actually, we're going to spot with aircraft, so that's not as important. So the scout cars can stay a little further back. I need to be able to have my Panzer IIs kind of rush through, and they're going to come up along the road to help out the paratroopers. I think that's yeah, it's a little bit similar to Age of Empires. I don't know which one came out first, Panzer General or Age of Empires. So I know I just need to be able to grab a lot of this territory here. So yeah, I think I will actually put a scout vehicle here. Wow, this guy's got a 5-star. Check that out. He could hang out and we're going to put him here. Get this other Panzer IV. We'll put you 1, 2, 3, 4. I may have to have this guy. I don't know which way I'm going to have to take him. So I'm going to have my Panzers just sort of ready to rock and roll there to grab this stuff. I think this coast is going to be the big area, and then slogging up here will be kind of a slower process. So we'll just have these guys kind of hanging out like that. As far as this recon, let's see. Now this is going to be sort of a messy city here, I suspect. So I don't know what we're going to run into there. I just know that all this swamp is going to be awful. So I'll probably put a you here. Boop. And you know, these guys are tough enough that they can kind of slog their way up, and I think I'm just going to force my way in and rely on artillery to probably do most of the work. Then as far as this stuff over here goes, I think we're just going to have these guys hanging out like that. And as far as the infantry guys, have an infantry hanging out. Where am I going to need the bridging infantry? I'll need the bridging infantry for some of these rivers, and this river up here is really I don't need them a whole lot early on. So I can actually have them hang back uh, and grab stuff if necessary. I don't know how much movement it takes to get through the swamp. That's going to be sort of a challenge also. So but I don't want to waste the infantry. I have you there. Have you there. And you guys here. Now my paratroopers, it's going to take me a couple turns to get through. Now what I can do is I could have my paratroopers drop down and help grab this area. So I'm going to have you guys here. Let's see, how far is this? This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. So I'm not going to be able to get that far initially. So we're going to have my paratrooper guys here. We're going to have one of my spotting planes right there, the less experienced one. And the more experienced one, I'm going to have probably over like here, just to right there, just to spot all this stuff. Alright, so now fighters, we need to escort our guys. We'll have the less experienced fighters be the escorts, but some of these can also level up. This guy can level up, so we're going to put him right here to get his stuff. And then this guy right here, so first turn we can experience those guys. They've got the experience to rank up. Panzer is a German word for tank. I'm not exactly sure what it's an abbreviation of the German word. It's like Panzerwagen or something like that. Alright, so what are we going to do with the rest of these guys? We're just going to sort of put them around here in just sort of a potential escort position, because we don't know what we're going to run into yet. My tactical bombers, I'm going to kind of hang out over here to be able to do whatever they need to do. Now these level bombers, I don't know where the enemy fleet is. It's going to probably be somewhere out in here, and there may be something out there. So I want to have the level bombers just kind of on standby out here, ready to go after whatever's out that way, and I'll have a couple of them here. So that's my deployment. I think that's I'm glad. Yeah, I like trying to combine gaming with history. I love these historical games because I can use my knowledge of history to give me an unfair advantage. I'll try and look over to the chat window every now and then to see what's up. Alright, so let's make sure to save the game because this game likes to crash a lot. And we can't buy anything yet, so here we go. Axis turn 1. Look at all those fighters. Now, the Russian fighters, in many cases, were not as good as the German fighters were. The Russians had some really good fighter planes, and they were generally pretty durable. But they did not have quite the... in my opinion, I think they weren't probably one for one as good. Now, the Russians had a lot of them, like we're going to see here. So this is going to be a big mess. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this whole mission in just a couple hours. It's going to take me a little time. So this right here is going to be a big grinding mess to fight through. And I don't like that I can't see what I'm setting up next to I like the spotting in the original Panzer General where you could put down your guys, you'd see what was adjacent to them before you started the turn, but that's okay. That's just a detail. This is going to be a tough nut to crack. Let's see what's going on up here also. So up here, I know that the Germans are going to have a strong defensive line, and I don't know exactly where that defensive line is going to be, but I know they're going to have a lot of stuff, and they probably have artillery hiding behind here also, and they probably have a lot of fighter planes. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to do something that the Germans would never have done in World War II. So I'm probably going to hit and fall back and try and draw them in. Because I can't see where they're at. You know, maybe I'll scout them out with some planes, but my first priority, I think, is to take out the enemy aircraft. And I know they've got some ships and stuff down here as well. So this guy here has an initiative of 5. My concern is that he's going to have an air defense like right over there. So what I'm going to be doing with my inexperienced fighter plane, or scouting bomber, is I need to see where things are at, and I'll probably pick a flight path where I'm not going to run. I don't want to run into a bunch of enemy dudes. And I want to be able to see what's down over this way also. So if I go straight across, I've got a spotting of 5, and I can probably see most of the way over here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So I probably want to fly to like right here. Or that might be a little too close. If they've got some air defense there, it's going to be a problem. They probably don't. But these are cities close to the beginning, so you never know. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could fly right here. And probably be in a pretty safe spot and see just about everything. Alright, so there we go. So we know that they don't have jack squat down here. So that's good. There's a little anti-aircraft gun, so he can drive under me and shoot me. Gotta be careful of that. Yeah, autocorrect is kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, so how are we... I think the first goal is we got to take out these guys. That's kind of a cool little anti-tank scouting vehicle where the Soviets had this little scout car. It's got reasonably good scouting. It had a big old honking cannon on top, probably like 50 millimeter or something. We could look it up there later. Here's one of those KV-2 tanks. Those are big old chunky tanks that I don't want to fight. Oh, this is going to be such a pain in the ass down here. Yeah, this is... Alright, first things first. First things we got to do is we got to kill their fighters. So these two are the most experienced. It's initiative of 4, and that's initiative of 5. He's the biggest threat. So my best fighter plane is going to fly over here and spank you. And then I can take a... I may not have a chance to upgrade these guys. I may have to just get them into the fight. I think I'll probably have to. Then my next best fighter plane is going to have to go after him. And... Alrighty. Now this guy here, he's got an initiative of 3. I could probably hit him with one of my bombers, or with one of my tactical bombers. My next best fighter plane is going to be... which one? Probably this guy. So I want to be able to take this guy out. Okay, so now we're softening them up. And I think we're going to have to just... yeah, we're just going to have to... we have to upgrade these fighters later. I got to take care of business first. Okay. And you are going to go here. And then my last guy, I really want to send him scouting, but I think that finding the enemy ships is less important. Well, we're going to hold off on him for just a moment. Let's hold off on him for just a moment, because I don't have any submarines, and I don't know what's out this way. I could send one of these guys out looking. I could also send these guys out looking to the south. And finding the enemy fleet's going to be important. I know they've got some ships. I don't have any submarines to scout for me. So do I go for this last airplane? Which would be the smart thing to do, but it might be better to take out enemy, because I can hit these guys with my bombers. I've got some bomber targets available to me. And there's nobody down here. That's the tough call. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do scouting. These guys have a spotting at 2. These are heavy cruisers. I really don't want to waste the bombers on a scouting mission. These fighters can run down. We'll play it really cool up here, because we don't know what's going to be on the menu up here. There we go. There's the enemy ships. And I can't reach them. But we know that they're somewhere up there. Now these ships probably have a screening group somewhere around in here. They have a range of 5. They've got a movement of 4. Do they not move as fast as my guys? My guys are a little faster. Okay. I guess the Soviet ships didn't go as fast. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can shoot out to here, which means he can hit this dude right here. These guys are going to sort of hang out to the south and sweep up to start clearing this out next turn. So there's no point in bringing them anywhere dangerous. We'll keep those guys chill. Now they might have some airplanes around here. I don't know if they do or not. That's going to be something that I've got to figure out. Oh, here they do. They do have. Here's their fighter planes right there. All right. These guys aren't going to make it down there in time. Actually, you know what we can do? We're going to take this guy and we can scout, but he's going to get jumped. That's a bomber, and that's a bomber too. These are, I think, tactical bombers. Yeah, these are tactical bombers. They're pretty nice. They've got really good ground defense. And that's a fighter, a MiG-3. Not a great fighter, but he's not bad either. He doesn't have a lot of experience. So initiative of 4, air attack of 10. And this guy is actually a much better fighter than he is. So I could send him down this way and sucker him in. What I could also do is try... They don't have anybody here. I don't know what... I don't know what their situation is over here. If I could start working on those fighter planes, that'd be great. And I really don't want to risk these guys getting close enough to get hit by anti-air. And I don't have enough... I really just don't have enough spotting for all this. I know they've got air defense around here. They've got to have air defense. So, yeah, the Russians had a history of putting really big cannons on small vehicles. Actually, a lot of people did that because it's kind of effective. Alright, so I'm gonna take this fighter plane. We're just gonna take him down here. And alright, so we're gonna get a little screwed by this guy. So here's how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna have this tank go into here. Not quite what I wanted. So we're going to go kill that off. And we've got fighters over here too. That's going to be a problem. All right, so you got to intercept him. Oh, that was a nice hit. That was a really nice hit. Yeah, so this is just going to be a big old melee up here. It's going to kind of suck. So as far as down here goes, I mean, I may just need to start taking him out. I don't think I can worry about these guys down here yet. Alright, so we're going to have you go down here and just hit him. I think that's the best I can do. Yeah, let's go start taking out planes. Oh, what a pain in the butt. I probably need to just start taking out the artillery here. I don't think I have a lot of options for what I do, so we're just gonna start just hitting them with whatever we can. Ouch. Holy crap, that was kind of rough, wasn't it? That's just not quite working out how I'd like it. And I can't see what's up here. I'm gonna have you guys march up. Mostly just to scout. I really can't get to this artillery gun at all. This will let me get around to your tanks, or to the artillery there. There we go. I don't know how good of a tank he is. He's got an initiative 4. I should be able to take him. He's really good too. Maybe I just we'll hold off on that for a minute. All right, so we're gonna do some other things while we think about what to do up there. Yeah, my understanding is that being in the military is not as fun as most people think. Mostly it's just a lot of hard work, from what my brother tells me. Alright, so that's pretty much these guys up here. Yeah, I just need to focus on breaking their airplanes. So, I would love to have my bombers go up here and just wreck you. There's got to be more than just those 2 ships. But my bombers aren't going to be able to get far enough out to do what I need them to do. So let's go finish you off, because that's important. Okay, here we go. And then I will just start wrecking these guys with these bombers here. This KV-2 tank is going to be a really big damn problem, and he's got, holy crap, air defense. if I hit him with one of these, I can hit him a little bit. I think I need to take out the artillery here. And that KV tank is going to be a big problem. This guy here is going to be a problem. He can try and drive underneath and cause me trouble. So I don't... What's his movement? He's got a pretty strong move. I think I'm going to use my level bombers to suppress these guys. Because this is just going to be a big damn mess. And I'm not sure how I'm going to get rid of this dude here. He's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's just going to be grinding through these guys. That's what it's going to be. Alright, so you are going to just go here and hit him. Well, let's see. I can move up. There's not really any good... He's got a spotting of 2, so if I go here, he's going to see him. I want to get hit by that artillery. So, yeah, we're going to hit you. I really want to be able to hit this dude here, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. I think we're going to play it a little cautious. Yeah, we're going to do that. Alright, so... hitting this dude, I would love to hit him. My regular... Well, actually, my tank's going to do pretty good against him. I don't want to really deal with this guy there. We're going to fly these guys... We're going to fly him over here just to get him out of the way. Like this. Okay. As far as taking out the KV tank... Yeah, we're going to use you. How'd that work? That worked beautifully. Now you are screwed. Now we can do that. Alrighty. So I've got... These level bombers need to go deal with those ships, because they're going to be a problem. And we're going to wreck the ships. I may actually send my less experienced level bombers and just start wrecking these. I think I want to mess up this tank really good. Do that. All right, so that's gonna be nice and juicy. All right, so that's probably as good as we can get there. These guys are gonna go for their ships, and I don't need to. I'm worried about fighter planes, but I don't think they can really kill one of my bombers. I'm worried a little bit. So we're going to be aggressive with them. And hope I don't regret that later. Yeah, I think people come and go. You know, I think watching a strategy game, it's not the most exciting event like watching a first-person shooter. It's more of kind of a thoughtful exercise. All right, so I've got some money to spend. Before I forget, I want to buy 2 more fighter planes. Just because I'm going to need them in the future, I think. So, I'm going to buy 2 more of these FW-190s, because these are good long-range planes. Because if I'd had 1 extra fighter plane, I could have used used this tactical bomber to go scout. So we're going to definitely buy those, and I'll think about what I want to buy the rest here in a minute. Dealing with this is going to be a pain in the ass. And I'm really not looking forward to having to deal with that. That's going to be a problem. I really instead need to grind through up here or find a way to bypass these guys. And this artillery is going to be a problem. He's heavily entrenched, so like anything I do is going to be a real problem. I'm going to take my assault gun. And I'm just going to hit the piss out of him. And I can't go up there to finish him off. If I had another airplane, I could have done it. This artillery is going to be a problem also because he's going to hit my guys. And I really can't just grind through this. So I'm really kind of stuck. They've got a really good defensive position. Fighting in the mountains suck. All right, how am I going to crack this nut? We've been spending almost an hour on the first turn. This is rough. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. What I may have to do is I may have to drive through the mountains and hit these guys from the back side, grinding, because the artillery really protects them well. I think that might be what I have to do, because going through these mountains is going to be a real chore. So yeah, I'm gonna send you there, because I don't want to waste my guys throwing themselves against this artillery. Now, eventually I'll have my navy over here and start grinding these guys down. I can make some progress. I might be able to take you over and hit him. There we go. So that's at least something. There's no reason for me to put him in the swamp. And being in the open like that's not doing me any favors either. I could have this guy start eliting up, but I think I want to get him out of the swamp. Or out of this open plains. Because if I try to go in here, I'm just going to get smushed. That's not going to do me any good. So I got to start just getting these guys around the outside. I can always try to air transport them away, but that's not going to really do much either. So we're going to move these guys here. I could have him zip through the mountains. 1, 2, 3. It's going to take a long time to get up through the mountains. He can just sit there and guard and wait for an opportunity to run up and hit these guys, maybe. Yeah, this is I forgot how nasty of a fight this is going to be. And running up into these guys isn't going to do any good. He's going to hit me with artillery. I mean, all this is just... we just sit and wait is really all I can do. Drive up here and try and force my way through next turn. I think we'll do that. And maybe I can get in there and hit the artillery next turn. So I think that's kind of all I can do is just sort of trudge my way through this, which is sort of an awful situation to be in. Oh, I have another bomber here. I didn't even see him. This gives me an option, maybe. Try and hit this guy. Or I could fly on out to start intercepting ships, which is probably the smarter thing. I'm sure they have more fighter planes up here that are going to jump me. They've got to have more. There's going to be more ships, I think. So we're going to keep this guy kind of over there. Alright. So that's pretty much it for my southern forces. Let's figure out what we're going to do up here. Because this is still going to be kind of a mess. I really want to hit this artillery here, but I can't easily. I could do something a little crazy, like that. Shit. Not great, but okay. that. What's your spotting is 2. There we go. Okay, so how are we going to break through this? I really want to take out that air defense gun there. Now he has a spotting of 1 also. Do that, and I'm going to move him into the city. Then you are going to go here and hit him. Crap, that didn't break him up at all. There's got to be something else up there. We're just going to march like that. Not perfect. This is going to be kind of messy. I'm not doing a good job with this. Let's look at the top here. What do we have for the top? These guys have all moved, haven't they? Yeah. We're gonna have you smack the anti-tank gun. This guy here I'm a little nervous about. Why are these guys so... This guy's just really entrenched, I guess. It's not going to work. Yeah, breaking through this line is going to be really difficult. don't want to go there. I really need to just get behind this artillery. There's probably not a whole lot I can do here on this turn. I'll have to get over here to risk it to get behind the artillery, or just keep on... I'm just going to keep on advancing normally, and I'll put you guys in here. There we go. They're doing okay down there. Getting across this river is going to be a pain in the butt. A lot of it's just sort of getting the initiative on this fight. And what I could do is I could have these guys sweep around down here and just bypass all that. That might be the best thing to do. There we go, we're going to do that. Alright, what's remaining? We got these guys who... They can't really do anything. They're just sort of stuck. And I probably need to just leave them there in case for next turn to try and break through this area. So... Alright, I guess that's it. I'll save the game and let's do the next turn. What a painful... It took me an hour to do the first turn. Holy crap. Alright, here we go. Let's hope for the best. Wow, they have a lot of ships. Holy crap. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. How do they... Well, that was messy. Oh, I forgot to buy the rest of the guys I wanted to buy. That was stupid of me. Oh, I've got some new vehicles. Yeah, I guess I got too close to that guy, didn't I? All right. Let's think about how we're going to do this, because this is going to be a real mess, because they've got all this stuff up here now. So first off, you are going to... try and drop down there. Okay. And you... I'm going to try and take this city here. Or at least the airfield. Alright, what a messy situation we've got. This is just all... There's just so much bad going on here. I'm not even sure where to begin on this. Yeah, I forgot to buy the artillery gun I wanted. Son of a... I don't have a lot of prestige, so it didn't matter, I guess. Okay. I guess I feel a little bit better. How am I going to tackle this? Because there's just so much bad stuff down here to try and grind through this line. We've got the ships I've got to take out over here. And then we've got all these airplanes. Which I guess we'll start with the priorities. You know, first priority is take out airplanes. Now that is a good fighter. So... Alright, so he's at least taken out. That's a start. This is going to be a pain, because I can't hit these guys without getting hit by that air defense. And I know there's more bombers and stuff around here. Alright, so these guys are going to start by being scouts. He's too far away to really see much of anything. And then you're going to go... There. Alright, there we go. That's their fleet. So, battleship. Heavy cruiser. He's got this dude up here, which I'll have to deal with. And the light cruiser. And I can't reach the other guys. And he's going to be a big threat, because those guys, he hurts a lot. So this is going to be a fight down here. Yeah, I kind of screwed that up. I should have sent all my airplanes over there to deal with that. Really worried about this city. I guess I shouldn't be. There's nothing there. All these air defenses here. Holy crap balls. I guess I can send you here to take you out. Or take this guy out. What a grinding mess this is. Yeah, this is just an awful situation. I mean, the other option is I just get medieval, I expect to take losses, and I just start grinding my guys down. Send the battleship to start hitting the air defense, so I can start working on this area. But they've got a lot of ships up here still. If I go up here to attack... That was kind of pitiful. And I just don't have any airplanes in range who can hit these guys. It's just going to be an awful mess. And I'll just start taking casualties on these ships here in a little bit. Alright, well. These torpedo boats hurt. Let's see, this guy's a range of 4, and he's got a movement of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I mean, they can't hit really past here. This guy has a spotting of 2. He's got a spotting of 2. So if I take these guys out, that's probably okay. He's got a range of 4. So if I go here and hit this guy, okay. And then I'll have you take him out. This city here is going to be a real mess to take. I could try to take this guy, this air defense, out. I don't know if I could hit them all, is the problem. No, 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 don't attack, please. I think I just have to hit them, expect to take casualties, and do the best I can. And it's going to be just really messy and expensive. That's kind of what I think is going to happen. Although, I might be able to... I'm going to hit you. And I'm going to go here. So that was actually really good. Then I'm going to have you drive here and hit him. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Do that. I need to be able to get this tank through here, which means I have to kill that guy off first. And to do that, I have to kill this guy. Well... Oh wait, I can blitz through and get this artillery here. Alright, we're gonna do this. Here we go. And then you have to move anyway, so we're gonna kill you and fly here. Alright, now we're starting to break through. Now we're starting to make some progress. Just have to be very slow and systematic. This guy is the big threat here, but I've got to take this guy out to get to him. Which is not quite where I need to be. I need to take this dude out. I need to take out that artillery. So, what airplanes do I have available for this? I've got... You are going to take him out. And you're going to take out this artillery here. Or not. Okay. I was just lying. I don't actually need to take out that artillery. There we go. So now I can start grinding through these guys. Well, that was a little surprising. I didn't think it was going to go that badly. Well, I still have this guy here that I haven't done anything with. And he's got a high... initiative. There we go. I don't know how I'm going to get these guys yet. What's his initiative? His initiative is a 5. I might be able to take that out. I don't know. If I could get rid of this guy, it might be easier, but I don't see any easy way to do that either. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no way of getting through that. He's got an entrench of 1, so he's not super good. Yeah, I think we're going to have... I mean, I could have this bomber try to take him out. That's going to be really pushing my luck. Although that'd make everything go a lot quicker if I can take out that air defense. But I can end up taking a lot of casualties too, is the problem. But that might be what I have to do. Just to start grinding through all this stuff. Or I could start beating him down with level bombers. That might be the safer thing to do. Yeah, I think we're going to do the level bomber on him. Ooh, that's going to take a lot of casualties. I don't... But if I have him do it, I'm still going to take a lot of casualties. So either way, it's going to suck. And I have no way of getting... I have to grind through these guys just to get to the artillery. Oh, wait, I can get to the artillery here. Alright. Alright, so that helped. He's got an entrench of 5. That is scary. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to go for it. Well, I mean, because next turn I can start rolling this tank up through there, so it's not the end of the world. I don't have to be super risky with it. This guy here is not a super big threat. I was just slowing down all my advances. I think what we need to do is just send all my planes over there and just kind of ride through this. Oh wait, you know what? I can go bomb you. And we're just going to focus on taking care of the ships. Like I should have done the first time. Okay. Now as far as this guy goes here, do that. Take him out. We're going to provide escort for my fighters, or for my bombers. And you are going to go back to repair. And then I think you are going to go take this guy out, because he's sort of in the way. And I hope I don't run into any fighters. That's kind of okay-ish. Then you... As far as my bridging dudes go, I can put you here to start crossing the river. And that's probably how we start working this. Then once I get across the river, I can hit these guys from the backside. So that's the plan there. And... ouch. Really not sure what to do with these guys. Crossing the swamp is just a no-go. That's just not gonna... I'm too vulnerable. I could sit here and just start eliting him up, but I really need to get out of this mess. You're not doing any good here. nobody's doing any good here. So but once the battleships get here, then we're gonna roll through. So we'll sit and be patient, I think. I think that's all we can do. Alright, so let's just... What else do I need to buy? I know I need to buy some stuff. I want to get an artillery gun, and I wanted to get something else that I don't remember. I got my 2 extra fighter planes, so those are good. I probably need to get another Stuka. If I get one of these, it's 276. I could put him right here and just start shelling him. I could put him forward and start hitting this guy. That'd be an interesting way to start the day. He has a ground defensive 8, and you have a... Here's how we're doing it. We're going to move you. We're going to move you. I'm purchasing this artillery guy. Put you right there. Bump. Which hopefully you don't try to run and attack me. Let's see if I can get more prestige before I do anything else. How am I going to deal with this mess up here? This is really messy. That is a weird tank. What the hell is this thing? Oh, that's that old Soviet tank where they tried to experiment having a bunch of different gun turrets, and it didn't work that well. Alright, how many aircraft do you have up here? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 5 aircraft. And he's got this one air defense up here that's causing me a lot of trouble. That I need to figure out how I'm going to deal with. Well, first off, I can... We're just going to hit you. And we're going to hit you. I'm going to hit you. That takes care of most of the air defense threat. Alright, so now we've got some options. Alright. Did you already move? Okay, so... we need to take out this fighter plane. What? Taking him out is going to be important. go. Oh, this guy's in the water. We have to take care of that. We gotta take care of this stuff. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. What other fighter planes do we have available? I just have these guys that aren't really super available. They're too far away. What's his movement? His movement is a 5. What a messy situation up here. How do I want to tackle up here? I mean, really, this is just a matter of just grinding them down. I don't need to really advance too much. And what are these? That's a T-42, or no, KV-142. That's a pretty good tank also. See, that's initiative of 6. I've got initiative of 9, so I'm a better tank. So we'll put you up here. Don't really want to deal with him so much. I'm just not gaining a lot of prestige from all this fighting here. I've got a spotting of... How do I have a spotting of 1? What are these? These are... Oh, these are Hungarians. They're not fantastic, are they? Okay, I guess they're not so good. 8 prestige. Now, what do I still need to buy? I still need to buy... I could buy another artillery gun. I can't remember the other thing I wanted to buy. Wasn't infantry, wasn't a tank, wasn't the recon, although upgrading my recon to these things, these are kind of nice, these are nice all-terrain recons. Ground defense 7. Not as good soft attack. They're all-terrain though, they have better movement. Same spotting. Better close defense. See, it wasn't an anti-tank gun. I get another artillery, but I don't know if I need that. Wouldn't mind another tactical bomber. It's 360 to get that, though. It's going to be a while before I can buy it. Alright. What else do we... He's just hanging out there. I don't know what to do with him yet. So these bombers... I probably ought to just start hitting artillery positions. It's probably the best thing I could do. I could try to shoot down, you know, this fighter here. That'd probably be more useful. Actually, I want to go this way. If I do that. Not great, but not bad. That fighter plane there, he's sort of stuck. I could send him up to deal with these guys, which would be a good idea. Take out the enemy air power. But spotting that ship's important. I don't want him to lose him. Have this guy coming up, though. I'll think about him. That's going to be just a massacre if I try to grind through all this. Probably coming around behind is the better option. Although I don't want this guy to break through. This is weird infantry. He's got a spotting at 2. I could start trying to hit those guys a little bit. That's a pretty durable tank. Yeah, we'll start working on him. There we go. And he also has a spotting at 2, so I'm going to come around here. Oh, there's another fighter plane, isn't there? Lovely. I really need to get this guy into the action. Alright, so we're going to go there. I'm going to have you just go into the tougher ground. And that's not going to work out very well either. There's not a whole lot he can do. He's in a bad spot. I could start coming up this way. You know what I could do? I could try to hit this artillery like that and finish him off. That might be the option. Because these guys have all sort of exhausted themselves. I've got... Well, they could start pounding in. And he doesn't have any transport. But I don't want him to go take this spot either, is the problem. And those guys are in trucks. Wait, I can have this guy just walk in normally, like a boss. Here we go. There we go. That's how we're going to do it. And then these guys are Weir infantry. So... I'll have you take that. You're gonna go... You're gonna hit him. There we go. And I think we will start crossing over here. I want to get behind all this, though, is the problem. There's no easy way for me to do it. I could try to just cross the river. That puts me a little vulnerable. We'll try that. I don't think they're going to hit me. Alright, let's just start going through my dudes here. These are Romanians. And they're in trucks. They're just regular good old-fashioned trucks. I could get here and try and start crossing the river and getting behind. That might work. Because getting to this artillery is going to be important, but I can also just bomb him because he doesn't have any air defense there. So we're just going to roll you out like that. Alright. Getting this airfield is going to be important. I don't know how I'm going to do that necessarily. I could drive over here and try and spot things. They're going to jump me with their bombers. What's my ground defense? It's a 6 or 7. So, I mean, either way, I'm going to take it. So, we're just going to be ballsy. Because these are auxiliary units anyway, so they're not that important. And he's in... I'm going to have you go and just hold that, just to be safe. this guy here, he's not really doing much of anything useful there. And he's in a... We're going to have him cross behind him and try and get the artillery. Now he's in trouble. So I got 325. Can I buy anything? I could buy one of these, but it's not as good as the bomber I want. Or I could buy another one of those artillery guns, and maybe that's what I do. Maybe I just go buy a second one of these artillery guns and just grind my way through it. As much as the tactical bombers would be nice, these artillery guns are useful. And I could run them up in pair and cover each other. And that might be the way to do it. These are 276. I could put them right here, and then we could just start wrecking through this stuff. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'd really like another another tactical bomber, but I think we'll try it like this. There we go. And just regular replacements. Yeah, we'll just get him some regular replacements. And this dude, he's just really not in a position to do much of anything. So we're just going to save and continue. Yeah, this is just a really slow grind. Ouch. But kind of. All right, this was painful. Oh, hey, look, the Russians have new cavalry. All right, let's see how are we gonna tackle this. I might do like one more turn and then take a break for a while. We'll see. So we've got their ships up here, and I thought they had another guy. I need to deal with their aircraft first and foremost, and they took out one of my tactical bombers, but he was kind of a crappy one. He must be a pretty new fighter plane that they bought. Alright, so let's get him. I want to know what's in this area over here. Okay, there we go. That was useful information. Very useful information. I need to take him out. I need to figure out where the other ships are. This guy's still a big problem. I don't have any small airplanes to go deal with that. And these guys are too far away. I know they've got more ships. They've got to have more ships. So... Oh, I left this guy unchecked. There we go. Oh shit, he can't make it. Alright, we're gonna use you. He's got a range of 5, and you've got a range of 5. Which means I really don't want to fight you fair. I really need to take out this air defense gun. I guess he already moved. Alright, so... That's just not doing as much damage as I thought it would. Alright. How are we going to finish this off? Because I don't have anybody who can get into that rough terrain easily. So now this is all coming together down here. Now that I've wrecked their stuff. So as far as this goes, you're going to drop down there and take that. You're going to take that. This is going to be tricky. Because I don't want to get hit by these guys necessarily. 1, 2, 3. If I bomb the crap out of these guys, and drive over here, he's going to go there. We'll facilitate the crossing. You're going to go here and finish him. Alright. So now, what do we have left for level bombers? I don't have a lot. I've got this fighter plane that can hit him, and I've got this level bomber that can hit him. And that's kind of my... And I got you. You're going to mess this guy up. And you're going to mess this guy up. Alright, so this is sort of working. Alright, let's get you fixed up. These guys have... I'll need to reload ammo soon. Let's see, we fix these guys. Wow, that's expensive to fix them up, but we gotta do it. I thought I had another bomber left. Oh, it's you. Alright. what do we have for... Yeah, let's just keep moving these guys forward. I need to get around behind these dudes, which is sort of problematic. Oh, these haven't even fired yet. You've got a spotting of 3. 1, 2... Yeah. Which, if I put my artillery guns up here, I can start hitting you guys. I need to come around the back and get those, but I think this will be all right like this. So we'll just do this. As far as you guys running through, probably let the Air Corps get them. Yeah, we'll just do this. Actually, probably better put them right here. And just bait them. There we go. Alright, so... What a yucky, messy place to be. I guess I'll start marching you forward. And... that gets pretty much all these guys. I could try to hit him. Have you here. That didn't do any good. Have you start heading up, because I'm going to have a mess to deal with. And this bomber should be pretty safe. So all this is all pretty open. I could send my guys to grab all that if I could get somebody up there. How many air transports do I have left? I've got... I could send one of my... Hungarian dudes. Because you're just in a truck. I can send one of my beat up guys to go try and do something about it. That might be interesting. That might be interesting indeed. Alright, so you are pretty tough. And I'm not going to do well if I'm hitting you. So... that didn't do very good, did it? That's a better tank than I've got. He's got a ground defense of 17. Holy crap balls. That is a crazy tank. This is gonna be rough. Alright, so what I really need to do is start taking out artillery. And what are you? You are... I don't even know what's over here. He's empty, so we're gonna grab you. There we go. That's the big score right there. He's pretty entrenched. but I can line up my artillery to start pounding him. So I think that's what we're gonna. I think that's what we're gonna do. So we'll hit you. I'll park you probably right there. If I were to fly these guys down here and land in this air base, start grabbing all this, that would be a real route if I can get my guys into there. Or I send my paratroopers to get him next instead of worrying about this. That might be what we do. That'll probably be a paratrooper problem. Oh, he still has movement left. I forgot about him. I'll probably end up losing that artillery. Let's go capture this. Now we're starting to make some progress. Alright, so there we go. We're making progress. I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy here. Probably just get him across the river. He's not going to be able to break through. Yeah, let's just get him across the river. And we'll just start swarming down to this place. Or I can cross. That's a tough choice. This artillery gun needs to be protected. He needs to be underneath some air cover. Oh, he still has movement left. Well, that's convenient. This guy can't do a whole lot about. I think I need to finish off their airplanes. Well, I mean, if they replace their airplanes... I think I just need to smash their planes and make them not that much of a threat. They'll probably run away, and then I'll have to deal with them some more later, but they'll lose experience or they're going to eat up all their prestige fixing it. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to allow you to live just so we can hit this guy. There we go. And you're going to take cover underneath the artillery, or under the fighter plane. These Romanians, we're gonna... Alright, do I have any sea transports? I do not. That'd be nice if I could just take them across the channel here. Let's have you drive down over here. These heavy weapon guys aren't bad. But they're not like super necessary either. We can just have them start walking through here, capturing all this stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna do it. We'll give up your transport. All right, let's see. What else do we have? These guys, I really don't know what I want to do with you. I can start driving down. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, because they're not going to really do that much where we're at. So we're going to use you to capture some bases. I mean, it's really sort of the airborne's problem. Or I could have you start marching up this way. Actually, if I put you here, I'll be able to start taking some of this out. Potentially. Yeah, let's try and break through. What? Yeah, you've got the better vehicle already. So you've got a suppression of 2. I can't really march into that this turn. Well, maybe. Let's try it. Fuck it. Hot diggity damn. Alright, I didn't expect that. He can't really do much of anything. I could try and take out this artillery gun. I think I wonder if there's anything up there. Do I have any airplanes left at all that could spot it? I don't see any airplanes at all left. That would be really interesting if I could... I don't have anybody that can get over there to spot. Surely they've got somebody. If they've got somebody sitting here, they've got somebody sitting there. They have to. Yeah. All right. Good call. Good call, me. So I can take you across and start blitzing through, or I can start coming down this way. I need... Either way is a good option. I think getting across here is more important, though. I'll need replacements, because I'm going to have to keep... You know, I should have had these Romanians go over here instead. Oh, you know what I can do? I can have these guys go here. Load them up out of transports and send them across. Alright, what else do we have? We got this dude. I don't want him to come munch my artillery. And I don't want... This is going to be a little messy up there. I don't think he can make it through because he'll get blocked. So, he's in a truck. Screw it. Let's do this. All right. You know what I could do? I have 7 auxiliary spots open. I could buy just a bunch of these guys and just start zerging across the field as auxiliary spots because they're cheap. And I can use that to bolster my dudes. Do I have any spots down here yet? No. Right here. Now the problem is these guys have... What, he only has initiative of 6, so... I'm going to just swarm these guys across and try and start grabbing these places. Because if they die, I don't care. What other repairs do I have to make? These guys are in good shape. So, yeah, we're going to grab them early. I'd like to get something down here, but I don't have the means to do that. My guys will be alright. So no, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to Zerg people just right across up here, try and grab air bases and anything. And if I lose them, it doesn't matter because they are super duper cheap. Alright, here we go. The Wehrmacht Zerg Rush. Thanks for watching, Solomon. Yeah, I may take a break here in a bit because I've been going for about 2.5 hours. So let's go do the next turn and see what happens. That worked well. They are sure buying a lot of air defense. No, I think the Zerg Rush plan might work, because if they're all tied up buying units down here, then maybe I can just ninja these guys across and tie them up. Alright, so I'm going to take a break because I got to go pee, and I've been playing for 2.5 hours, and I think instead of... This is going to take a long time to get through. So, I'm going to call it here, and we'll just make a part 1, part 2, part 3. You know, this is what, episode 7. We'll do like a 7-1, 7-2. Because I think it'll be easier for people to watch after the fact anyway. And it'll be easier for me to play. Because I've got some other stuff I need to do as well. So, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. I will continue this a little bit later. And I'll see everybody maybe later tonight or tomorrow. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great evening. Goodbye.